the Chili's. And by Chili's, I mean the 8:45 news. I'm your anchor, Will Gerlach, and this is my terrible co-anchor, Renee.
Well, anyway, it's good to see you too. It's good to see you all during this tragic time as well. We have breaking news coming in left and right tonight. First, we'll start off with Haley Ronan and the scene of where the Great Depression began, the stock market crash. What is your situation over there, Haley?
Hi, Will and Renee. I'm here with an angry mob outside after the stock market crash. What do you think of the chaos being caused?
It's honestly horrible. I want all my money back. I mean, my cats can't even feed themselves. I should have taken out the money when I had the chance.
Do you think FDR's new deal will fix all the problems in the country?
I mean, I sure hope it works. Money has been real tight for the past couple of years. I really want to see that new Snow White movie.
You and the rest of America, and finally, do you regret investing so much in stocks and electing Hoover for president?
I mean, my stocks were fine until that glitch occurred. Hoover did nothing to help anyone. I don't regret investing. I regret voting for Hoover.
Awesome. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Haley, for that disturbing report. Nearly as disturbing as Renee's anchor ability.
I'm trying. Anyway, you said it, Will. Because the stock market crashed, people are now out of jobs, like you will be in 5 minutes if you continue to act this way, and are now living in cardboard boxes called Hoovervilles. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it's a shame, especially that you're still my anchor right now. But I mean, I'm in high demand, unlike Renee. People always need me to say the news for them, so I'm glad I'm here and not there.
Wow.
Back to you, Renee.
Thanks. Anyway, Gwen, what can you tell us about these people's current living situations?
Hey, Will and Renee. I'm here at a dump or junkyard-looking place. The residents here refer to it as a Hooverville after President Hoover has made them in such a bad depression that they are now freezing cold here. I'm here with 2 residents to ask them what they feel about the situation. How would you guys describe living here?
It's horrible. I'm cold. I'm hungry. The other day, I got into a fight with a little boy for this Hoover blanket.
Oh, I'm guessing that didn't go over well.
Okay.
I found if we huddle together like emperor penguins, it has the same effect.
Wow. Well, I really hope it all works out for you. Do you guys have anything else to say before I let you guys go?
Yes. These are my Hoover flags. I have no money, and I need the new president to go into office to get us out of this depression.
Well said. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thank you, Gwen. It really is a shame that those people are forced to live in such poor living conditions.
In other words, things are pretty rough right now in our country. Up next, one of our own, Will, is going to give us a closer look on the bank holiday that is currently taking place at the White House. How would you describe the tension out there?
Well, I can definitely say that things are not looking good for America right now. But luckily, Renee has gotten a chance to sit down with FDR for an interview earlier this week with him and Eleanor, so they can talk about the New Deal and all of his plans to improve America.
And here come our President and First Lady now. I'm here with FDR and his wife, Ellen, and we're here to...
Actually, it's Eleanor, and I was...
This is my wife.
Anyway.
And my cousin, Eleanor.
Anyway, so what are your plans for the New Deal?
You know, I plan on creating new acts for recovery, relief, and reform. Some programs include the PWA, the NIRA, the FIRA, and the CCC.
Can you describe the crazed mob that was outside the White House earlier last week?
Oh, actually, I was the one that
What did I tell you about talking?
Look, guys, it's okay. We don't need to argue.
Listen, that mob, it wasn't anything. It was just people, wanting some, popularity.
Well, any words from you?
Oh, I actually want to talk about...
I told you not to talk during the
Well,
interview.
actually...
women are important too, so...
Just give me 1 moment, please.
Okay. Here you go.
I plan on creating a new tone for the new First Ladies of All America and pushing my husband around for the rest of his life. Literally, because he cannot walk. Thank you.
And there you have it, folks. That is our President and First Lady of the United States. Back to you, Will.
There you have it, America. Hopefully good things come from FDR's New Deal.
I hope so too, Will. According to our First Lady, she also has plans for the future as well. This would make her the First Lady to take action alongside her husband. We have just gotten in contact with one of our own reporters who took a trip out west to give us a look on how the environment is forcing people to leave their homes behind. This may look like snow, but it is in fact dust. Let's get an inside look on this issue. Emma?
Okay, well, I'm here with Lisa and Clark. Would you like to say anything about your living conditions?
It's not the best circumstances.
How awful is it?
We're going to continue to plant our crops and pray for rain.
How do you prevent the dust from getting into your eyes?
We also taped our windows and we have to cover our utensils before using them.
Okay, next question. How are you getting food?
Not farming. There is no rain. On Saturdays, I go to the market and trade all of my belongings for food.
Do you have any family to get through it?
Most of our neighbors left us or died, but we still got our neighbor Betsy. Hey y'all.
How are you going to prepare for the baby?
I'm gonna put wet sheets over the crib so dust doesn't get into their lungs.
I made this disheveled crib over here out of wood from our neighbor's house. Don't worry, they left for California.
Thanks.
As you can see, the town is pretty much deserted besides us. And back to you guys at the studio.
Well, things for the West are certainly turning for the worse, much like this newscast, Renee. So if you can do anything to help them, or honestly help me, it will be much appreciated.
Well, every little thing's help. We know this is a hard time for the country, but we need to stay united as a nation and help each other out. Will, what would you like to say about helping each other out? Because you're not doing a very good job.
Okay, well, up next, America's most wanted criminal has been put behind bars. Yes, that's right, Al Capone, also known as Scarface, has been arrested for drug possession outside of a speakeasy last month. Tinny Borden, our own, has an exclusive interview with the man himself and the sheriffs that brought the drug dealer to justice. Timmy?
What is he being arrested for? What is he being arrested for?
Tax evasion.
How long will he be going to jail?
At least 11 years.
Will he have any other penalties for his crimes?
Yeah, he'll be fined about $80,000.
It is definitely good to have one less thing to worry about these days, but this newscast will probably just return and make that even worse. So, replace that problem.
Scram, kid!
Anyway, even though he has been put behind bars, there is no set date for a trial, so this criminal's future is still undecided. But at least for now, everything seems to be under control.
Now on to a much more serious note. The toddler of Mr. Charles Lindbergh has been kidnapped. This is truly a devastating moment for them and their family, especially at a time like this.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yes, well, in sports today, one of the greatest baseball players of all time has decided to hang up their cleats as they rounded home for the last time.
Yes, sad but true. You may know him as the Great Bambini, but Babe Ruth has decided to retire. Kira got the chance to sit down with him after the game today.
Kira?
Thank you, Will Renee. I'm here with Mr. Ruth, and to start us off, I'm going to ask you some questions about your baseball career. So, how old are you currently right now?
I am 40 years old.
Okay. What teams did you play for?
I played for the Red Sox and the New York Yankees.
What was your favorite team?
I have to say by far my favorite team was the Boston Red Sox, you know. They were just, you know, my favorite because, you know, I don't know.
Just your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a wife or kids?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Kira, for that. Now, onto a movie star at the beginning of her career, Shirley Temple.
The outstanding 7-year-old has truly taken attention to the people in this time of trouble. Recently, her first song came out called Animal Crackers in My Soup. Let's take a listen.
I won an Academy Award last year. I helped my daughter win that award with my devotion to her talent and success in the arts.
Okay, well, you're quite gifted for such a young child. Would you like to perform something for the audience?
Of course!
Animal crackers in my soup, monkeys and rabbits, loop-de-loop. Gossip, but I have fun swallowing my crackers one by one. In every bowl of soup I see lions, tigers watching me. I make them jump right through the hoop. Animal crackers in my soup.
Well, she certainly is taking our attention away from the terrible things that are going on at this time with her shining talent.
That's a good insight. Now let's take a look back into our crime series where we've discovered Bonnie and Clyde with their details on their latest robbery.
I'm here with famous crime couple Bonnie and Clyde. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing pretty good. We just robbed a small bank earlier and we're thinking about stealing a Ford Deluxe later.
Okay, how do you think that's going to go?
We hope it goes really well. I just hope we don't get ambushed by the police and killed.
I see you have a ring on your finger. What's that about?
I married a high school classmate before I turned 16, except our marriage fell apart after just a couple months, and then I never saw him again after he went to prison.
And you still wear the ring?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it back.
When you guys came in, I noticed you had a limp. What's that about?
When I was younger, I got into a really bad car accident, and I've had a limp since.
When I was in prison, I chopped off my big toe and a little part of my other toe because I wanted to get out of my harsh prison, but then I got released on parole 6 days later, so it's for nothing.
I'm sorry about that. Alright. Back to you, Will and Renee.
Well, that's it for our news tonight.
You were terrible per usual, Renee.
Yeah. That's why I'm not usually in this job.
Yeah. So, from us here at the news channel, please
Chili's.
have a wonderful night.
And don't forget to grab your complimentary taco on your way out.